Good morning. On this episode of Me and My Driving, we're going to be working on my pride and joy. We're going to be in the garage on my baby. This thing gets prestigious placement. It is a Troy-Bilt. I would not have had this thing had it not been for my wife. I wanted to get a push mower. So she convinced me to buy this thing when we moved in here. And as you can see, it's in the garage. Another project, by the way. But today we are going to be looking at me driving the Troy-Bilt. So there's some issues with it. I'm going to show everybody the issues. As I mentioned, I haven't messed with my garden in, I don't know what, 3 years or so. No, 6 years. 6 years. So we're gonna wheel this sucker out, maybe. Oh, gotta take it out of gear. There we go. And heave-o. Alright, see it in all its glory. So, like I said, we got some issues with it. The number one issue with it, and especially how it relates to the garden, is the chute for the leaf collector. I cannot hook up because of that. So you can see it's broke. And this thing supports the chute. So when I have the chute on, which is located here, it rests on that bar, like so. And this, oh, golly. I wonder if Derek was just klutzy with it. I remember seeing some of his first videos. He set up the tripod in his garage working on cars. But when I put the chute on here, it causes it to rub on the blade. So I haven't been able to hook that up. And the reason why that's important is because the foundation to any good garden, unless you're going to use a ton of chemicals, is compost. And one of the primary sources of my green compost is grass clippings. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fierce, y'all? Notice how whoops. I'm going to have to try to edit that out. I don't want my license plate on there. But this is the studio for the other side. So notice how the Cadillac sits getting beat on in the sun, and my lawnmower sits in the garage. That's pretty hilarious, is it not? So yeah, so in order to, I don't have to have the compost to start. It does make it good, but this would be a good project. I'm probably going to cut the grass today and show some video of that. But this is one of the things that need to get fixed as we move into the rainy season. One of the tires usually get low on air. This is the first time I'll be cutting this year. Yeah, there it is. You can see she's low. So I'll have to fill the tires with air. I've never changed the oil on this thing. So it's got a Briggs & Stratton power plant. I'm thinking about changing the oil. I'm gonna get, so I've ran this thing. I did run it not too long ago. So it's been sitting outside of that one running for about 3 months or so. Well, maybe a little bit more. I want to say the last time, yeah, it was right before Thanksgiving. That's usually my last running of the old girl. Over the years, we've replaced a few things. I replaced the PTO cable on it. It broke. Much to my happiness, it's got a safety feature on it where if you see the springs, they touch and ground so that if you're not sitting and making contact, it's supposed to kill it and stop the engine. The other issue with it, which I've been happy about, I think it actually turns off when I get up. But the other issue is when you're in reverse, the PTO is supposed to cancel so that you don't run anybody over or cause any damage by having the blades run while you're driving it. But somehow that got disconnected years ago. But I'm gonna give this thing a quick wash. I'll probably do some laps around, and then we're already a week past Easter and I don't have anything in the ground. Home Depot and Lowe's we drove by yesterday, coming back from the tax people, which I got some good information on. I was really worried that I was going to have a bill. Turns out I'm not going to have a big bill other than paying for the tax people. So I celebrated last night with the wife. As you guys know, I just got back from vacation and I was expecting to have another big bill coming, and I don't have that. So we celebrated a little bit, and that's why I wasn't on any of the streams this morning. But I wonder